Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Miner. It's Tuesday, the 4th of October, and Paul Rankin is back with us. Paul, how are you doing today?
I am well, thank you. A little bit more rested too. I haven't had a couple of days off.
Very good. Understand you had a very wet site visit on Friday.
I sure did. It was very wet to where we were.
Okay, well, yesterday you missed very strong moves in the precious metals space with the dollar pulling back a bit and treasury yields lower. Silver had its biggest daily move upwards since November 2008, which was the start of a major bull run then. So perhaps we've seen the cyclical low here for the precious metals. But quite a lot of other company news out this morning. So where do you want to start, Paul?
Oh, let's speaking of precious metals, TSX listed Minera Alamos put out late yesterday positive results on a PEA for their next heap leach project in Mexico, Cerro de Oro in Zacatecas state. That's PEA with an annual gold production approaching 60,000 ounces a year with an 8-year mine life on 59 million tons of what has to be regarded as pretty low-grade mineralization here. So it's going to really depend on the metallurgical recoveries. 0.37 grams gold heap leach grade expected and slightly higher than that in the first few years. But they do expect to recover in the mine life a little more than half a million ounces of gold, so that the IRR, because of the leaching characteristics, should come in, and very low capex should come in with an IRR of 111% after tax. So payback period should be awfully fast on this, even though it's very low grade. So we'll see how it plays out, but certainly the numbers would suggest that it should.
Excellent. Well, there we go. Probably still pretty tough though to get projects financed at the moment, given the recent performance and sentiment towards precious metals, even if we have seen a bit of a near-term bounce, particularly with the inflationary pressure on costs.
Yes, and Minera Alamos does have the benefit that they do have the operation in production, so that the bankers can actually see the skill of the management team in managing low-grade heap leach deposits.
Anything else, Paul?
Yes, we do. Anglo American announced a partnership with EDF Renewables for the creation of a specific subsidiary in South Africa by the name of Envusa Energy, and this specifically with a pipeline of both solar and wind projects of 600 megawatts. And it is intended to be generating about 3 to 5 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030 is the target for this entity. And it's also geared to be a producer of green hydrogen as well, to feed into Anglo American's already underway initiative with hydrogen-fueled fuel cell haul trucks. So that's a rather major development down there for South Africa.
Yeah, and with Eskom having been such a handbrake on the economy for the last few decades, batteries could really make a big difference to industry in South Africa. So this is a pretty positive step.
Yes, and we have BHP's iron ore days underway, with the second day underway in West Australia today on iron ore South Flank operations for investor and analyst briefing. And yesterday they increased the forecast on long-term steel demand here by between 2 and 4%, or about 76 million tons. So that's a very positive statement to be making in the steel sector at this point.
Very good. Probably got time for one more if there's anything out there, Paul.
Yes, we have the news out from First Class Metals that they're doing a deal on what's called the Sunbeam properties in Ontario. That's a precious metal claim group of about 48 square kilometers with some historic production and a historic resource of about 70,000 tons at 13 grams per ton. So this company newly listed not too long ago on the AIM market, and we'll see if they can make some things happen in Ontario.
Very good. All right, we'll call it a day there, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks very much.
Very good. Thanks.